What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to be going over how I passed an eval in one trade. And this did not take one attempt. This actually took 2 attempts, but it's worth it because Apex accounts are cheap. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Dodgy. I actually did this on my stream. So if you want to watch me live trade every day, click the link in the description. It's obviously not free, but again, there is a 7-day free trial if you want to check it out. And then again, use code Dodgy for an Apex account. Again, I've heard a lot of bad rumors about Forex firms. So if you want to switch to futures, I think Apex is the best firm to do it. Very, very cheap accounts. It literally give you capital to play with, and yeah, overall just super cheap. Really nice company. And yeah, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I kind of pass an eval play or an eval account on one trade. So if you didn't know, Apex actually has these accounts where there's a 1-day pass. So I used a $50,000 account and the take profit is $53,000. So what I do is I try to find a fair value gap or some sort of stop loss where it's not too big where I can take 10 contracts. And if I'm trading on a $50,000 account, then I can take up to 10 MNQ contracts. So I'm going to show you both attempts that I actually had at this. So this is actually on stream. I made a complete guide on my inversion fair value gap checklist. This is what I used to get an 80% win rate, which easily got me funded. If you're interested, just click the link in the description below. And again, I want to show you some of the attempts I had at this. So the first attempt, okay, and by the way, what I tell people about doing this in one pass or one go, if you take like 5 or 10 contracts, is this. You can still be right, but you can still blow up the account, because what'll happen is if price goes down like this and then up and then back down, you're going to get trailing stopped on this wick up. And even though, like in my stream on Friday, I literally told everyone, like, I know we're going to go these equal lows. I tried to short and it ended up stopping me out because it went too high. So this was the play that I tried. Okay, so it was an inverse fair value gap here. I tried taking this close, and some people actually stopped out at break even. So what I did was, when we closed here, I took a short, and it actually did go 10 points, which, again, if you multiply that by 10 contracts, 10 times, that's $200 per point. That is $2,000 right there. But you need 3,000 in the pass. So I was kind of going for the equal lows because I needed 5 more points. And I never moved myself to break even, and it ended up stopping me out here. So that was my first failed attempt, which sucked. But that's fine. So the reason why I like this and why I take a setup like this is because we've equal lows, they're perfect, and we're delivering from a fair value gap. There always has to, whenever I'm doing like a full port, whatever challenge, okay, for Apex to get free funded accounts. And by the way, this isn't like a stupid idea, because if you're trying to build funded accounts, I think this is actually not a bad idea because they're just so cheap. And if you do get a payout, you can buy like 100 of these, you know? So at the end of the day, I think this is smart, okay? Only if you're a good trader, though. If you're not a good trader, it's probably not worth it to you, because if you can't get a payout, then this is not going to be worth it to you. But again, I'm really looking, when I take these accounts or when I go heavy in a setup, I really want it to be perfect equal lows or perfect equal highs. And I saw perfect equal lows here. I saw an inverse fair value gap. I saw an opportunity and I took it, and it just ended up being a loss. So that was the first loss. And again, whenever we hit, I think it's 15 points of drawdown. If you take 10 contracts, it blows up the account. Again, it's whatever 47,500 is. I think it's actually like 13 points or something like that, because 15 would be 3,000. So that was the first attempt. The second attempt I had was actually in the 15-second time frame. So I saw that we weren't really inversing any of these. I was going to try this, but this wasn't going to be the full port play. Because why? Because the stop loss is too big for this. And I know, based off my trading, if I get in the close, I don't want to risk 15 potential point drawdown, even though the play could still be right. So I used this because there's perfect equal lows and there was decent momentum here. And I just would not have used this because, again, we could go like this and then go up. And I don't know for sure if we're going to go up like this. So I didn't really like that. So I kind of waited for price to dump. And I posted this in my index chat. So I'll show you guys in a second. But I kind of waited for price to dump. And down here, we were in the 30-second time frame, and I'm like, okay, this actually looks really good, because we kind of got consolidation right here. So I was like, okay, this could be AMD. I forgot, we took some liquidity to the left. I forgot which, but I felt like we took liquidity to the left. Okay. And I'm like, oh, this looks so good. But then the fair value gap was closed, and I'm like, oh, this will be perfect. So I actually dropped down to the 15-second time frame, and I'm like, okay, this is it. This is my bread and butter setup. We have manipulation here, accumulation here, bread and butter setup, and I'm like, this stop loss here when we closed above was about it wasn't that bad of a stop loss for the momentum. It was like a 10-point stop. Like I did not think we're going to go that far down below for 10 points. But if you think about it as a whole, the stop loss would technically be like this. So I'll show you the trade execution in a second. You'll see what happened. But what ended up happening is you kind of retraced a little bit, and then we just immediately bounced. And all I was doing was targeting this high because that was kind of 15 points. And I got out early, I think, because I don't know what happened. I think it was less than 15 points, 70. So there was only 12 points. So I needed like 3 more points to actually pass the account. So that was the first play I took, and I went really heavy. I really liked this momentum, and that's what I took. And the second play I took was, I was like, okay, I'm now to 52,600 or 700, and I needed $300 more. So that's when I'm like, okay, well, I did my full port. Now I'm just going to take micros and get $300 more. So I ended up taking a bunch of scalps on like the 30-second. Basically what I saw on the 30-second here was, I saw this BPR form. Where was it? Right there. I'm like, okay, looks really good. So I actually averaged down a few times, and I averaged down so much where I could just sell here and get out for profit and pass the account. Okay. And this is a situation where we kind of formed LRLR here. I looked really good. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take the average down. I only need $300 left. So I took the average down, and all was great. So I actually did point this out in my channel last Friday. Okay. So again, it was my second attempt, and I got it. And I actually did alert this in chat. So this was my execution. I took 10 contracts, and I sold everything else there. And you can see my account balance was up 2,700. So I need 300 left. And I said, okay, I'll update when I pass. And this is what I did. So I took a bunch of little average downs. I kind of kept averaging in here. I averaged in here. Let me just open this in a browser so you can see it better. But I kind of averaged in here, averaged in this BPR twice. I even averaged up here. And then I'm like, because I had so much confidence, so I took so many contracts. I ended up taking like 15 MNQ on this. I had so much confidence when this LRLR was kind of forming. I was like, yeah, they were probably going to go up here because this LRLR. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm just averaging down. I have a lot of conviction, and I only need $300 left. So again, really nice play there. And that's kind of how I passed in one trade. Again, my tip for you, if you're trying to build these, do not take the trades with a big stop loss. Like, don't enter a 10 contract play here. Okay, let me show you where. Because you don't know if we're going to pull back to here or not, and it's not safe. You want to do the ones where we have a lot of momentum and it's a really small stop. So like, again, I like the 15-second. I don't like this for a full port just because it's too big. The stop could be anywhere. But like, let's say something like this. If we inverse this, I would not mind that for a full port because it's like, okay, this is like a 10-point stop, you know? It just can't be one of those big ones. And you might have a couple attempts. You might need a couple attempts. That's what happened to me. And again, that's what I did. And that's how I passed my account. It took me 2 attempts. And in the past, it's actually taken me like 4 or 5. So it took me 2 this time because I was doing it for a video. And I was trying to do it for stream. And it ended up happening a little bit after stream. But I did still talk about the setup in chat. So that's it for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you actually are trying to do this. And if you got this word, comment the word disciplined. Okay. Which half of you guys are not disciplined. So that's going to be it for the video today. I'll let you guys go, and peace.